Okay, so this is the setup, right? Christopher is here for the first set of just John and Stu kicking it.
That's right.
I wanted you to know that John just didn't he just put this setup together, Chris, in like 3 seconds?
Yeah, yeah.
He's
Well,
got
some
at least,
kicking around.
yeah. We got the stay, grab the stand, we grabbed the big John head there, and
The
he was
goggles.
pretty insistent on Chris wearing the Met hat. But also, he would like, just before we get into the interview, show us what the other hat looks like, and let's see if
Here's
there's.
what my head looks like.
Well, we know your head looks like
Do
that.
you?
He's gonna try to really be really
All right.
obnoxious now, and
No,
that's not
that's not
exactly what
true.
I didn't want. Oh, stop! He left it in the other room. You believe he left it in the other room after we just asked him to bring it in here? All right, are you gonna start with this now? Did you hear me ask him to keep it on hand so that we could do the comparison on film? I heard that. Hi, Bunny.
You said you wanted this hat.
I said,
Put this one away. Big deal.
don't start. You guys are already giving me a fucking
Hey,
headache.
look.
Oh, our Met painting. It's a big Met day. What time do they start playing?
They have a day game today.
Hold on, this thing is bothering my arm. All right.
They lost last
Oh,
night.
my
They
poor
lost a
baby. My
heartbreaker.
angel. My angel. Her arm is really killing her. You're making everything bad. All right, let's see what that hat looks like on. Do you want to? Yeah, let's try that hat on now.
Authentic.
I think I like that one better. Yeah, I think I like it better too.
So
I
that's
feel like I'm at the game. The other one, it feels like somebody stuck me out in a rowboat somewhere. Yeah, does seem like that, doesn't it? Yeah.
one for
Christopher.
science.
Christopher, otherwise known as Stuart Sutcliffe. Painter, artist, Renaissance man,
Why are you laughing?
baker of Johnny cakes. No, he is. Christopher is all those things. Now, we are doing a series of interviews with you, and this is episode 1 of John and Stu take on Christopher. Right. Well, Stu being Christopher's previous incarnation, Stuart Sutcliffe, but you wanted to start off on a really simple foot, and I found that intriguing, John. Yes. My first question to you, my friend, and let me just start this by saying I have nothing but the utmost respect and adoration and love for you, my friend. Yes, I feel that way too, Christopher.
Oh, it's mutual.
Okay, that's kind of what we were hoping for. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Takes him a while, doesn't it?
Write a script
Just,
out.
all right.
Read
No,
it.
don't. That's the whole point. We don't want this scripted. Now, go ahead, John. As the interviewer, think of me as David Frost. Do we have to? Yes. I am David Frost. I'm going to be David Frost. Is that how he talks? I don't know. Be Dick Cavett. You be Dick Cavett. You be Dick Cavett, Chris. Do Dick Cavett. Shut up. What is it? Come on.
I can't do it.
Do an impression of Dick Cavett.
Well, now I can't do
That's
that.
isn't he
No
terrible?
way.
He's terrible, isn't he?
I don't have.
All right, here's the question. Here we
Give me
go.
one
The
line.
interviews
What's
are.
a famous line?
I don't think he has one. I
Yeah,
don't.
right.
I don't think he has one.
You need a witty quip, which I'm short of right now.
Yeah, and most of the time, so is he. Now listen. I'll tell you. It's not easy being witty. No, it's not. Lena's upset because this tissue is showing. Oh, God. Well. Well. Okay. First question. Not really a question, but yeah, kind of it is. Christopher, aka Stu. I'm gonna just call you Chris, okay? Yeah, John, call him Chris. What do you don't I'm not doing anything. You said you wanted to do this fucking interview.
Well, I have no past and I have no future.
No, that was the okay.
I'm
That
in
was
now.
you. He's been eavesdropping on our Eckhart Tolle lectures. That's true. There is no past and future. There is only the now. There is only the now. Give me a kiss on that face. Come on. No, don't. Don't do it. Come on, grab that head there and give it a kiss. Give us a kiss. No, John, don't make him do it. He's not going to do that.
Oh, this here?
Yeah.
I'm not kissing that.
Come on.
All right.
Oh, I guess Lena. I don't blame him. All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes, if you will. Let's get into the kettle, the pot. The pot's boiling. How do you feel, Christopher, about your life today, right now?
I'm delighted with my life. I am utterly delighted with every moment that I live, every meal that I cook, every chore that I accomplish and feel grand about,
It's fantastic.
neaten up the room, anything.
This is exactly what I wanted to get. Okay, next question. An absolutely beautiful answer. You're spiritually sound today. Today.
There is no tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow, and God knows we're trying to forget yesterday. But but how much of that feeling of well-being and happiness and joy do you feel that you can attribute to your partnership with Lena?
Oh, 100%. I wouldn't be here without Lena. I wouldn't be here. I'd be dead in a grave. A paid-for gravesite, right?
I'm gonna cry. You guys don't make me cry, sir. I can't take it. Chris, I'd be dead without you too. Well, I am dead, but but I'd be pretty sad
At
without
least
both.
we didn't shoot you.
I'd be sad without either of you, so that's for sure. Especially Lena, of course, but Christopher, you're a big part of the equation, and you're a big part of the team, much like Mother Yoko and all of the core soul group that really do a lot to keep us all intact and spiritually sound. Now, I want to know, you've told us beautiful how you feel about Lena. How do you feel about me, John?
Johnny's a mystery to me.
A mystery. I like it. Do tell.
He's been with me a long time, Johnny. Just being under his spell, and then to have this miraculous intergalactic communication of you, Lynn, my wife, with John Lennon. It's the most fun that I've ever had in my life.
It's amazing.
It's the most fun.
And you are known to be a very sane individual, isn't that? Yeah, he is. People who have, including, well, I don't know if I should include his brother Teddy, but Teddy has said to me, Christopher is the smartest person I know, right? And many people, I think, feel that way. And he does have a very high IQ. And he also has a tremendous cosmic awareness. Whose interview is it? I'm commenting. I'm kidding. I love you. I love you. He has a tremendous cosmic awareness, Christopher, and he always did. The funny thing about Chris is, and you could, may I? Yes, you may. Well, why are you making that face like looking at your watch? Well, I want to ask the next question, but you go. Can I interject? Yes. I'll just say that Lena wrote a beautiful short novella, and Christopher figures prominently in it, and she speaks very beautifully of their first meeting in front of his apartment, and her and her two dogs, and the way they looked at each other. And it's very beautiful, and I was there when she wrote it, and I just cried and cried, because I thought, oh, I wish one day she would feel half that way about me. The love that she wrote, the way that she wrote about you, the lovingly way that she wrote about you. And that's a big part of the reason why I was able to get through, was the fact that she needed to know that love first before she could be ready for me. And she found that love with you. And that respect. And that level of kinship. Because you are her kindred soul down here. The last one.
I wish I was better at it.
No, you're very good at it. That's the next thing. Great. You gave me my next question. That was great, John. It was great. I know. I told you I'm a great interviewer. Look at that painting or something, right? That's ours, the Mets vortex, but there's the dogs. Christopher paints all the dogs, yeah. All Lena's dogs. And that's a real labor of love. He knows how much she loves them. He does beautiful portraits of them. Next question. How do you feel when you and me and Lena have really big knockdown, drag out screaming fights?
I feel alive. I mean, really.
And I will testify, we tape these fights on videos and we have watched them back. And all of us have been pissing in our pants, hysterical laughing at our own behavior. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yes. We don't stay, in other words, we do not stay angry in this house. No, we don't.
Yeah, what's the point?
So everything, even the fights, there's always love, no matter how bad and horrible. There's one video that's getting a lot of hits out there and a lot of likes for some reason. And Lena did not even want to air this video. It was around Thanksgiving. I believe it was Thanksgiving. We had a huge fight with Chris on Thanksgiving. We were fighting about everything in those holiday weeks because you know why? His father was really sick. It was just before his father crossed over. Chris was running back and forth to hospitals. His mother was also in and out of the hospital. And I was just trying to hold it together and not be a burden to you, Chris. And we were just fighting like crazy. And I gotta find I gotta find that video. But we were screaming and fighting because I wanted to cook this really nice meal on Thanksgiving, and the fighting made it impossible. And I ended up just going back to bed and crying. And John was like, "Make a video because." You know, you're going to laugh at this. I promise. I said, I will never laugh. This is the worst Thanksgiving. I will never laugh at this. This is horrible. And the name of the video was Go to the fucking hospital and spend Thanksgiving with your fucking parents already. And that was the name. Both of his parents were in the hospital on Thanksgiving. They were in different hospitals. I remember that. And that was John screaming at him, just get the fuck out of here and go to the hospital anyway. And that video got so many people liking it because I think people like combust around the house. Yeah. Like they relate to that fucking dysfunction more than like our little everyday, oh, we're so happy. Look at us cooking. Look at us. Yeah, singing songs, yippee dippy, it's so great. We're having a great time. We're eating little marijuana cookies, and it's so fun. But, you know, then there's the other side of it. Yo, motherfucker! We were screaming like bastards in the Christmas, 3 years ago, the Christmas video. I wanted to give a needy family a big meal for Christmas, and I wanted them to come here and pick up the ingredients. And Chris was like, you are not fucking having people coming here to the house. And it escalated into this screaming war right here in this room. We laugh every time we see that. I cry. I end up laughing until I'm crying. Yeah. And that's the point. We can look at ourselves honestly. And even though it feels horrible while it's happening and your blood pressure is going up and you're losing it. And I'm going to kill him. He better get away from me.
It worked out. And we still give till it hurts.
Exactly. We are very charitable to everyone who needs it, and within reason, because we're not loaded, right? But we do what we can. Yeah. We're happy. We're simple folk.
And we try to spread that happiness.
John, don't say that. I said we're simple folk, and John goes, die.
Oh boy.
All right, I'm gonna ask. We're filling up a lot of time here, but I want to do one more question for today's episode of what do we want to call this thing? Ask Stu. Yeah, all right, sounds good.
Crunchy's spin-off.
No. Crunchies. No. You were never a victim of Crunchies. You were out of that equation. You know who was never mentioned in Crunchies either? Andrea, because John said, because Lena had some great ideas for Andrea, the character of Andrea. I know. I said I said, you know what? She will fucking call the cops again. I know she will. If we do crunchies on her, she will lose it. She's not able to deal with that. And I think I made the right
Who
decision.
can deal with it? If you're in
Yeah.
Crunchy's episode, good luck dealing with it.
I was gonna do a whole episode on Andrea and her girlfriend and like the scatting, like boop, like the girlfriend was never like her girlfriend was never going to talk to her even. They just would like, hey, biddly pop the poo.
You got some.
Yeah, I do. All right, let's get back to not crunchies. You brought up crunchies, bad move. All right, Christopher, let's look into the camera here. Stop fiddling. No, he doesn't. He can do what he wants. All right. If I was to ask you, what are your plans for today? What would you say?
First, I'm going to get the dry laundry out of the dryer in the basement, and get that pillow up here that you see how it turned out. Then I'm just going to walk down to Akna Bazaar and pick up some coconut oil.
Oh, get some stale or not. Get some bread for the birds.
Yeah. And a few other items.
And aside from shopping and laundry, anything else?
I was going to do a little studying of my podcast of the Cambodian genocide. I've been watching that for.
Yes, Chris is very
years on.
socially aware and aware of the climate of the political arena.
And this is the most amazing story of think of this century as the century of death, like mass death. World War II, World War I, all these horrible wars, millions of people dying, Vietnam, all of these things. And Cambodia is one of the worst of them all. And it's like a sort of a mystery of how did this happen? How did this happen? So this guy, Lachlan Peters, does this podcast. They're like two and a half hours out of pop, these podcasts. 2.5 hours you have to sit through, listen to this guy talk about this. But it's riveting to me to hear what's going on. What are these people doing? How does this occur?
Chris, see, Lena, I'm very much into that kind of thing too. And when Christopher sits and watches these things, I kind of float in and out and watch with him, right? And I have absolutely no interest in that stuff. Yeah, and I divide my time sometimes. If Lena's taking a nap and he's watching something interesting, I will go and sit with him. Right? I didn't know that. I do. Christopher, this has been a wonderful first segment. I didn't hear you mention anything about noodles, but
No, right, the noodles. First thing on the note, right? I know. I didn't even. That's like breathing.
Okay, noodles. That's right. We're gonna have noodles today, Lena. Yes, I know. We have not had noodles in. Listen to that smile.
Noodles.
We're having noodles and making our own sauce with it. It's gonna be good with hot sauce and plant-based butter and a little bit of grated cheese.
You had me thinking about
Mushrooms too.
Right, about the fighting and having some piss and vinegar in you to fight. I was thinking about all the women that I've ever been with, in a long-term relationship, relatively long-term, over a couple of years or whatever. None of them knew how to fight.
Yeah,
They never fought.
you got more than you bargained for with Lena.
Well, it's life.
You got
life.
two for the price of one this
Sit
time.
there and just be, it's like, wow, man.
And you like that. You like that about Lena, that she's feisty.
Of course. What kind of woman who doesn't stand up for herself, doesn't fight, doesn't speak her mind?
Amazing.
Is it even worth it? It's like,
Terrific.
I know it's not worth it because I've experienced it.
I agree. It's 100% and so wholeheartedly. When Mother and me would go at it, oh my God, yeah, she was insidious. She would do things like put cat poop on the floor in my doorway, so I would step on it. She was vicious, yeah. But I tell you, when she did shit like that, I started laughing to myself, like, she is crazy. I guess I love this woman, but she's nuts. Yeah. And, that's somebody who's literally not going to take any shit. It's like, you want me to take shit? Here's some shit for you. And I wouldn't have any respect for any less a woman who doesn't take shit That's my kind of woman. That's nice, guys. I really appreciate that. So we're going to wrap up this segment, but there will be future segments of Ask Stu. And Chris, what I would really appreciate, because I need to take a picture for this, if you could take that Johnny head and hold it in front of you, like just beneath your chin, so we can get a good cover. What do we got here? All right, we love you, Stu. And I don't know, is that picture, I think it has to be higher up. Yeah, put it next to your head. All right, that's a good idea. Yeah, because it has to be long ways for the thing. Okay.
Close enough?
Yes, it is. Now, can we get a big smile? That's nice. Oh, that's a great picture. All right, so we love you, and we'll be back with more of Ask Stu whenever, but this has been a great first segment. See, Lena, I didn't do nothing wrong, right? And this was pretty good. Yeah, it was great. Let's get a bell. Praise be God and Mother. Praise be God and Mother, Chris.
Yes, yes. Praise be God and Mother.
Happy Sunday. We'll be back, everyone. I love you, John. I love you, too. We love you, Chris.
Love you too.
Sandy, too. Yes. I'm so proud of all of you. Thank you, Sandy.